within a year. It's
looks like Sal now. His shoes fell off and his glasses. Earl, he's already twisted up already, Earl.
not really, but
Not really.
I dropped my
He's-
glasses.
He's working on it, Earl. All right, we'll put that up there. Look, Earl, you're up top now. You're above everything. You're like
Where you belong.
Where you belong, Earl. All right, we're going to bring Earl Krause in here real quick. What's up there, Donnie Allen?
Don?
Yes. Earl of the Pearl.
Good evening. Good evening.
Good evening, Earl. What's going on, man? I know you got a meeting to go to, so we bring you in here real quick. Danielle Tramontana's in here. Earl,
Good group.
a lot of clearing going on, a lot of open ground. Are they getting a chance to get over to Wall Stadium and do some stuff?
Yes, they have. Last Sunday, they actually got in there. They had the parking lot, the grounds plowed out by Jimmy Blewett, and got rid of all the snow, pushed it aside. And yes, indeed, the new Wall Stadium management team, the great team behind them, they're all in there working, getting a lot of things done inside and outside. And it's going to be full throttle from here on out into April, getting ready for Tech and Tune, or let's say Tech and Tires, on April the 11th. That's a Saturday when the race teams will be able to get on the grounds and have their cars teched. There'll be tire sales as well. The following weekend will be open house practice warm-ups for all the racing divisions on the afternoons of the 18th and 19th. That's Saturday and Sunday. And then opening night right now is scheduled for April 25th for the start of the 76th season at Wall Stadium. So it's going to be a great year. And again, when we had the blizzard, of course, that has really set everybody back, kind of delayed a lot of things at Wall Stadium, but everything's underway now. A lot of work is going on, a lot of capital improvements. And when fans get there for April, they're going to see a whole new Wall Stadium. And it's going to be great, and looking forward to seeing you guys there as well. It's going to be terrific.
Earl, but can we complain, really? Our last 3 or 4 winners haven't really been that bad.
No, we were due. That's
we
for
were
sure.
due to get bumped. We were.
Yeah, we got bumped already.
This winter sucked.
Yep.
I hate winter. I
Oh.
hated the last 3, no matter how good they were.
Yeah,
No.
well, I mean, it when you're a truck driver, that
Mhm,
works out
right.
good in our favor, unless you're plowing snow. I know Ryan Go Down has a landscape business.
Oh,
and
yeah. A lot of
we
racers
plow
do
snow.
that. That's
I get in a
exactly-
bad mood when it's under 55 degrees.
See, this is kind of weather he needs for the rest of the week, Earl.
Yeah.
So,
Next week, I'm looking forward to it.
yeah.
Hey,
So,
you know what else I'm looking forward to, Earl? If you got some time next week, we'll get together at the Flying Pig for
here
lunch.
we go.
Let's
We
try to
did go,
make that happen.
we were off for a week, okay, and I got a chance to see.
Well, I was going to ask him last week, but we weren't here.
There was. You got his phone number.
I
You
know,
don't
I
have to.
know.
You don't have to tease me. You can just call him direct.
No,
But
it's better this way.
There's a Flying Pig in Riverside. If I still lived in Del Ram, and I'd be right down the street from there. They got a real nice place there. The
Well,
one
you'd
in
be by yourself because Earl and I.
well,
will be
you
at-
guys
we'll be at
frequent the one
Bournemouth.
in. You guys, I say you guys frequent the one
There
in.
you go.
Oh yeah, thanks, Earl. Just rub it in. See,
Well, I want to get the time next episode of Time Capsule planned out, so I want to coordinate with Craig. I'll see him on Friday. Maybe we could pick a day. I know your Tuesdays are usually a mess, but
Yeah, let's see if we can make it happen, because we'll be going away on vacation actually at the end of this month.
here
for a
we
few
go. He's going
So-
on vacation already.
Yeah. Need to get that vacation in before all the
Before
racing
the season
activities start.
starts,
Wall
right.
Stadium.
I'm with you.
Now, Mark was in the Ewing Bank yesterday, and I
Okay.
get a text from Mark. He goes, I met Mrs. Koretsky. I said, you did? He said, yeah, Kyle's mom. I met Kyle's mom in the bank. What is she doing in Ewing? I said, that's where all the big money comes from, Ewing. So, yeah, he met Mrs.
Not where I'm
Koretsky.
from.
I don't know.
I'm
She
on the
was-
other side of the tracks. Earl's up. I mean, Mark's up on the Bear Tavern Mountain View
Well,
side. I'm from
he,
the
he met
get-go
Mrs.
side.
Koretsky yesterday. She said she was Kyle's mom, so I told him that was Karen. So, but she had a Maple Grove shirt on, and Mark approached her and asked her, and if she went to Maple Grove, she goes, I own Maple Grove. So,
Oh, very nice.
but yeah, Earl, I mean, the weather's good. That's my question. I wanted to ask you what was going on and what we were doing with now that the snow's melting and all that stuff. That's good that you guys are getting a chance to get out there. I actually went to New Egypt yesterday. I had to
Okay.
meet Chris Moore. So they're giving back the lap money from the race that they didn't run. And I had to go pick up Fred's lap money and talk to Chris for a couple minutes. And then, of course, the big article that came out in
Yes.
on the Racing News. Fred talked to Lenny. If anybody didn't get a chance to read that, you need to read that. To be honest with you, I can't decipher what that means or how that's going to work. But if we get to race next year, then I guess it's perfect.
Yeah, it looks, again, the article by Lenny Salmons was a personal interview with Fred Walsing about the future of New Egypt Speedway. And it has to do very promising, again, with the Monmouth, I guess it's Ocean County where the track is located.
Okay.
Working with Fred Walsing to solidify a future for New Egypt Speedway. So it's excellent reading. Again, Lenny Salmons broke it all down with Fred. And it's something that you have to read to really get the full impact of what it's about. But what's very refreshing is that Ocean County is actually working with Fred Walsing to preserve the speedway. It's quite an interesting situation. So it looks very positive for New Egypt. Again, extremely positive for Wall Stadium this year. And we know Bridgeport Speedway is looking strong on Saturday nights as well.
Yep.
Good news at New Egypt is that racing, as it were, will continue there with the Quarter Midgets, the South Jersey Quarter Midget Club. They're going to continue racing there at the track. So there will be activity, which is important that, the track maintains its activity. And, that's something that we talk about, the future of the sport, the young racers. Well, that's also contributing to the future of New Egypt Speedway. So let's stay positive. Absolutely.
Yeah, and we're going to have a couple representatives from the president of the club and this lovely young lady who's married to Chris Allen. I don't know. She must have lost a bet or something. But we're going to have her on here later. Hopefully we'll get a chance. Chris will probably stand in the background and we'll get to mess with him too. Shannon Monjo is on here listening.
Yeah, speaking of Wall Stadium, he's our new pit steward.
Yep,
Anytime
and
champion
we had
Wall
Shannon
Stadium.
on here, and he's more than welcome to come on here anytime he wants. Of course, we're going to try and get Pete Miletto back on here right before the season starts. And yeah, I mean, the place you want to be is Bridgeport, and the place you want to be is Wall Stadium. I'm going
Absolutely.
to tell you right now, Wall Stadium is going to be the place to be opening night. If you don't go all year, you got to go opening night because it's going to be standing room only. You better get there early because Earl's going to be back on the microphone, and it's going to be cool. It's really going to be cool.
Looking
Me and
forward
Fred
to
are
it.
probably going to be there. We're going to be walking around doing some stuff, and it's what Wall Stadium needed. It needed
Yes.
a shot in the arm. You needed to have this. You needed to have owners come out and do what they're doing. And hopefully there's a couple more people like that are going to do the same thing with New Egypt next year. Like Earl said, read the article. It's out there. It's on the internet also. Harry Meeks put it up on the internet. So if you get a chance, read it. Earl, I'll talk to Earl later and he can decipher some stuff for me. So, but yeah, but Earl, I mean, you guys got to really be happy. You guys got to really be looking for a banner year at Wall Stadium.
Oh, absolutely. It's going to be great. We've got so much interest. When we had the display at the Motorsports Show several weeks ago, it was huge. There were so many people there, so many racers, so many fans that stopped by. And one of the great things about Wall Stadium is its history. Again, this will be the 76th season of racing at Wall. And the new management team has really embraced that history, working closely with the Garden State Vintage Stock Car Club, Ray Shea and the group. Of course, the club has its on-site racing museum right there at Wall Stadium, and they're really going to embrace the history this year, the 76 years. There's going to be a lot of special nights. Matter of fact, August 15th will be Hall of Fame night at Wall Stadium, saluting the great history of the track, bringing many of the drivers who have made that history back to meet the fans and give them special recognition. So there's going to be a lot of great things happening this year, and every night is going to be special at Wall Stadium. You can guarantee that, and I'm proud to be a part of it. I went there, as I've said before, when I was 9 years old with my dad, sat right there in turn 4, watching all the greats of the time. And I love being there. It's part of my life and my Saturday night home. And it's always great to see the fans at Wall too. Whenever I'm there, so many people, you just recognize they're part of the family, as it were, at Wall. There's like 4 generations have been there, in the grandstand. So it's great. And I'm definitely looking forward to it. And I know Wide Open Wednesday is going to be there as well. So it's going to be a lot of fun.
Oh, yeah, we're definitely looking for Fred's excited. Fred's already trying to steal some tires off of Nick Marco so he can go asphalt racing. I told him, I said, you got to try it. You got to at least try it. He's talking this craziness about selling his car. I'm like, no,
I can't do that. No.
I'm going to just go out in my parking lot and burn these tires down to make them slicks. I'll just burn out.
I'll be honest with you. When Doug Hoffman drove for us, we were going to Hagerstown, and he said, come up early because I want to do some stuff. So we went up to the garage, and his brother Keith, happy birthday to Keith Hoffman. Today's his birthday. But he would dust in the tires on the pavement,
right?
And then we would load the car in the trailer. So I go, what are you doing? He goes, I'm opening him up. I'm letting them breathe. He goes, they glaze over, and then they don't work no more.
All right.
So, yeah, he come around the corner sideways. There's this guy coming the other way. I'm like, oh, boy, we're going to get wrecked before we even get to the racetrack. But, yeah.
Yeah, I'm happy I finally have snow off of my car for the first time in a while. I have it out there and under a cover. And, I keep every time I want to go back it in, something happens on the weekend. Right. I want to get the transmission back in there and driving around my lot a little bit, burn up some tires. But it's been covered in snow and the tarp for months.
Tracy said, "Come to Bridgeport, Fred." Look.
Yeah, I know.
Come to Bridgeport, Freddie. Fast Freddie Fletcher at Bridgeport.
Maybe.
And then Mike Feltenberger said they had 18 drivers signing autographs at the Reading Racing reunion.
Yeah, I saw pictures. They look good.
Pretty cool. Fred has his Jimmy Horton print in the shop over
front
there.
And center over there.
Some cool stuff going on there. But the weather needs to get warm. I also went to New Egypt to check on my golf cart. My golf cart's there. Got to get my trailer. Got to get the golf cart at home. Do some stuff to it. Probably going to have to change some stickers around, or also I'm going to have to talk to Mr. Mileto and see if I can get a few stickers. I need a couple stickers to put on my golf cart. So we'll see what happens. Jackson, good.
Yeah, we want to mention too about Wall Stadium. I see Josh Conklin is logging in. Josh will be racing in the Sunday series at Wall. That's kind of neat. That's something we like to mention. Sunday afternoons, once the weather gets really into the nice time of the year, Sunday afternoons, beginning around noon o'clock, right around noon, fans can come to Wall Stadium on Sundays, sit in the grandstand and watch micro stock and champ kart racing on the inner 5th mile track. That's absolutely free for fans. That's Sunday afternoons. And then on Friday nights at the adjacent quarter midget track, the Garden State Quarter Midget Racing Club, the youngsters ages 5 to about 14 years old, they race on a smaller Little Wall paved oval on Friday nights, and that's free admission to fans as well. So there's a lot going on at Wall Stadium every weekend, starting on Friday nights with the quarter midgets, and then the big cars on Saturday, and then on Sunday afternoons, micro stocks and champ karts. Shannon Monjo, we mentioned, he's going to be our new pit steward, again, a former multi-time champion at Wall Stadium, many-time winner. And he got his start racing in the quarter midgets at Wall. And, of course, his dad, Rich, and Uncle Joe, great racers indeed at Wall Stadium. So that's all part of that family activity at Wall. So it's going to be good.
Yeah, I got to stand in victory lane with Shannon a few times. He's a great racer, whether it be dirt or asphalt. And and I had a chance to talk to him at Motorsports. What a great guy. And
great ambassador.
He's wearing a different hat. You know what I mean? He's going to, and I think sometimes you need guys that have raced to be in them kind of positions because they know they've been out there. And then you get a couple guys that think they can pull some wool over your eyes. Nah, I've been there. I've
No.
raced. You can't do that to me. You know what I mean? So I think it's going to be a level playing field. I think it's going to be an equal playing field. I think people are going to have a lot of fun at Wall, and they're going to know when they go in the door, it's going to be equal playing field for everybody.
Yes.
Earl is the best. So, Earl, how much?
Nice,
You pay that
Dan.
guy?
Thank you. That's from Dan Lynn. Thank you, Dan. That's very nice.
But no, I mean, yeah, I mean, it's right around the corner here, you know, and Bridgeport's got a lot of good things coming up.
Yes, they do.
Of course, Wall Stadium, Maple Grove's got a lot of stuff. Billy's going to come on later. Billy's got a little segment that he wants to try tonight, so we're going to let him do that.
Very
This
good.
Week in History, it's called, with Billy Kleinspin from Maple Grove. So we'll talk to him. But Earl, we're going to take a break. If you need to go do what you got to do, you don't have to come back. If I see you disappear, Earl, I'll know what's up. But I'm sure I'll be talking to you tomorrow morning on Need for Speed.
Yes, look forward to that as well. So the Thursday morning tradition.
All right, we're going to
Good
take
day.
Earl off of here real quick. And we're going to take a break for a couple of our ad people to take care of us. And then we'll come right back with some special guests. So bear with us, people. We'll be right back.
You got wheels that seen better days. Don't replace them, revive them. That's right. Vibrant powder coating and wheel repair. Bent rims, scuffs, no problem. Vibrant makes them smooth and strong and stunning again. From the street to the strip, they'll make your ride shine like new custom colors, flawless finishes, and durable coatings that turn heads and handle heat. Give them a call today at 1-267-566-6842. They're located at 569 Unionville Avenue, Pendle, PA 19047. That's Vibrant Finish. For all you need in powder coating and wheel repair, they make your ride look sweet. So give them a call. Let's talk about transmissions for a minute. You want to get to victory lane, you can't be in low gear. You got to be in high gear. I'm talking about high gear transmissions located in South Jersey. That's right. We specialize in repair, refresh, and troubleshooting your Northeast Dirt modified transmissions. That's right, High Gear. They specialize in Burt Generation 1 and 2 transmissions, and they also service Winters transmissions. It's home of the modified number 13T, driven by Anthony Tramontana Jr. They have reasonable pricing, quick turnaround. You can pick your transmission up at New Egypt Speedway or Bridgeport Speedway, and you can find them on Facebook at High Gear Transmissions. Now, these transmissions are serviced by a great tech, Anthony Tramontana Sr. You can give him a call at 609-385-3084. That's right, High Gear Transmissions. You know, the season-ending season, and you're worried about that transmission, you're worried about it getting serviced, why not call High Gear and get it done? They'll take care of your transmission. You won't have to worry about it. When you put it back in the car, you'll put it in gear, you'll go to victory lane, you'll be in high gear, and you'll be a winner with High Gear. Bob Drayton Incorporated has been locally owned and operated since 1955. Their goal is to provide excellent customer service and quality rentals to every client. They have a large selection of rentals and solutions for every project or every event you have. You can count on their experienced team for fast and courteous service each time you call them. And they have a 24-hour emergency service, locally owned and operated since 1955. That's over 70 years, gang. Licensed and insured, free estimates available, 24-hour service, military and senior discounts, quality products, and an excellent customer service. Check them out, gang. They're located at 151 Big Hill Road, Southampton, New Jersey. Their phone number is 609-859-3629. And they race, that's right, New Egypt Speedway, Bridgeport Speedway. Bob and his son race the 4-cylinder class, and they sponsor the class at New Egypt Speedway. So when it hits the fan, he's your man, and whatever you eat, he's got your seat. They have a 1-800 number, and it's 1-800-521-2014. So whatever you need, give Mr. Bob a call, and he'll help you out. They are official sponsor of Wide Open Wednesday right here on Wednesday nights from 6 to 7 p.m. Mr. Bob, he's on the job, and you should be too.
All righty then. All right, what we're going to do now is we're going to bring some people on here. Let's go down here and let's do this. Nope, let's not do that. Hold on there, Mr. Nick. Got to do this. I'm working on it. Cut me some slack. There we go. That'll do that. Then we will bring these two people in here. First, I got to do this, though. This will work out better.
Sure.
Yeah, you got to give them their due.
Okay. There you go.
South Jersey Quarter Association, and we have two representatives. We have the president of the club, and then we have the real boss of the club is going to come on with them. So we'll remove this, but we'll leave the ticker up there. We'll bring her in. Wow, there's the lady that lost the bet because she's with Mr. Allen, and then there's Sean. Sean, I have to tell you happy anniversary. Is that in order?
Yeah, man, 18 years today.
God bless you. God bless you. Where's your wife at so I can see her halo?
Right here.
I have a friend of mine that I work with. He told me to tell you happy anniversary. His name is Mike Errico. Do you know Mike Errico?
I know Mikey very well. How's his hand doing?
He's good. He helped me change a tire today, and he does everything that he was doing, just a little slower. He's doing really well, Sean. He's recuperating. But if you know Mike, he hurt his hand, and now he's got cancer.
That's right.
Now he's fighting cancer. So, and he's battling that. He's doing real well with that. So I will tell him that you're asking about him. He may come in the chat room here. You may see him pop up in the chat room. So you guys, we're talking about saving New Egypt, but if you guys didn't race at New Egypt, they may have had a bigger problem. So by you guys racing at New Egypt and keeping the quarter midget kids there and keeping it alive, that's helping New Egypt too. So tell us all about the Quarter Midget Club. Tell us what you're doing. I know it's a different regime now. With you guys running it, what do you guys got going on?
Want me to go off, Jess?
Go ahead, Sean.
All right. So this year we kind of followed last year a little bit with as far as scheduling and stuff like that. But one of our big pushes was sponsorship. Obviously, they're club based. We're membership based, so our members run the club. And without them, we can't have a club. Well, without them and the club, we need money. So we are looking for sponsors. It definitely helps us a lot. Fred has been phenomenal working with us this year. And I just want to put that out there. I know a lot of people have been a little pissed off about the whole New Egypt closure and things like that. But he has actually been phenomenal. Jesse can say that as well. He's been right there with us, helping us get it set up for this year. And literally, we have nothing but great things to say. With the club, we actually have a Arrive and Drive coming up soon. We're hoping that we don't have to push it out for rain, but obviously the weather doesn't look too hot here anymore with snow still on the forecast. But we're trying our best between the Arrive and Drive coming up and then our rookie school starting the day after. So attentively, our Arrive and Drive starts Saturday, the 14th of March, and the next day, rookie school. But again, rain dates and things that may happen, but we'll try our best to make it happen.
Yeah, and our season officially kicks off April 12th. So we do have a lot on the schedule this year. We have some changes that we've made. We've got some new systems we're incorporating, and just trying to bring some momentum back to the club because it's looked at negative in some ways because, politics and having to volunteer and things like that. But we have a really great group of people right now, and everyone really cares about the track, the club, the kids. And I think with all of that going for us, this club is going to thrive and do great things over the next few years. And we're real hopeful that New Egypt is going to stick around. And it was really great to read that article very briefly before we hopped on this call. We just saw that came out. So really hopeful that the track does stick around and that it's a place that we can continue to call home for SJQMA.
Well, the track is cool. You go over there and the track's in the infield at a big track. And what nights are you guys going to race, or what days are you go going to race?
So we have, yeah, go ahead. Sorry, Sean.
No, you're all right. We start out on Sundays, and then once they get out of school, we're going to switch over to Wednesday nights.
Okay.
I'm sorry, Thursday nights.
Okay.
But Thursday nights, and then towards the end of the year, when it's time for the kids to go back to school, we'll switch back to Sunday days.
Well, whatever you whatever you put on your page, we're going to put on the Wide Open Wednesday page, and I'll put it on my pages that I have, and Fred will put it on his personal page too. Me and Fred will probably come on a Sunday,
Okay.
and we'll do a Wide Open Wednesday. From there, we'll do some live stuff and interview some of the kids and give them some recognition. Tell the kids' parents if they want their kids to come on Wide Open Wednesday, all they got to do is email us on the Wide Open Wednesday page, whatever they want to do. Tell your husband if he wants to come on here, he's more than welcome to do that. And I know he gave a shirt to Leary. He better give me a shirt because I've known him long. And I gave him
Leary gave us shirts too. So
I gave him his first nickname. I used to call him the American Idol. And I know he didn't like that, but that's what I used to call him.
That.
Yeah, see, you're married to the American Idol. I know he hated it, but
I didn't even know where it came from.
But you know what? The kids loved that nickname in the stands. They
know.
went crazy when I used to announce that. But no, Chris is a great guy. His whole family is good. But yeah, we'll do whatever you need to have done. What we can do at Wide Open Wednesday. We try, like we did at Motorsports, we try and get the kids out of their shell, let them do some interviews, have some fun. I mean, we have real little kids, right, Fred? And we had a blast with the kids. Yeah. Fred loves that. He'd rather interview the kids than anybody else. So we'll come on a Sunday. Fred's got a free Sunday or something, and I'll get a free Sunday. We'll come down there, and we'll have some fun with the kids. I've done it a couple times. But, yeah, whatever you guys need, if we can help you out with anything, just let us know, and we'll help you out.
That'd be great. Thanks so much. We're excited.
What if you have any fundraisers or anything? Just you can email them to me, Jess, and then I'll put them on our page or whatever. Sean, whatever you want to do. You got my phone number now. You can text me, let me know what you need put out there, and we'll advertise them on Wide Open Wednesday too. So we'll take care of all that. That way, you guys get some recognition and get it out there for you. Because like you said, it's a shame that you can't do anything without money. And
I know.
And the kids are important. The kids don't know. You know what I mean? They just want to go race and have fun. So we got to take care of them because they're the future of our sport. And if they get bored and they don't want to do it, then we're kind of screwed because then we don't have any superstars moving up. So, your garage is probably filled with cars, Jess, right? And yours too, Sean.
We're at capacity, yeah.
So, and it goes from quarter midgets to, all right, I want to go to the Tulsa Shootout with a 600. And I said this to a kid at Motorsports, and he's telling his dad, when are we getting a car to go to the Tulsa Shootout? His dad goes, thanks, Nick. I said, I'm sorry, I cost you a whole lot of money. But now it's the future of our sport. And a lot of guys that are racing modifieds and 602s are now, they came from the quarter midgets, and a lot of them came from your club.
Yeah, and we hope that we produce some more racers out of SJQMA. So we do have a lot of sponsorship opportunities available. We've got some great sponsors already on board. And I'll send that over to you, Nick, so you can go ahead and share it. But you can find that. Anybody can find that on our Facebook page and our website. Membership is still open too. So if anybody has any questions about quarter midget racing or what it takes to get into it or anything in general, question wise, we'd love to be able to answer those questions and help somebody out. So
Anthony Tramontana's mom is on here all the time with us. She's one of our sponsors. Her son is a quarter midget graduate, Anthony, and he's a gasser and he runs a modified, and she'll tell you all about the quarter midget. I got a picture of me and Ant when he was knee high to a grasshopper. But yeah, we'll do anything that you need done. Just give us your information, and anytime, open door policy here. If you want to come on here and announce something that's coming up, just get a hold of me, Jess, and say, Nick, can we come on? We're going to announce this, like the ride and drive thing. Send me all the information. I'll put it on our stuff. And the kids, they don't realize that they can go there and do that, and then they get the bug.
It's great. You get to come, and even if they don't get the bug, just come. Try it out. We provide everything. We'll have a fully stocked snack stand too as well. But the kids can at least try and drive a race car. It's a lot of fun, and they meet a lot of other kids while they're there because I think our last arrive and drive we had over 100 kids.
That's
so
cool.
Definitely a great turnout. And whether they stick around and they continue with racing and something they get into, or it's just something they come back twice a year to try out again, we're happy.
It's funny because my nephew Zach, I didn't know he wanted to race. I didn't know. He lived with us, and when he got old enough to race, he goes, "Uncle Nick, I'm buying a race car." I said, "You're what?" I said, "Why didn't you tell me this when you were little? You could have ran a quarter midget or something." So he goes, "No, I'm going to race." So he picks a wingless sprint car to be his first race car. I said,
Is that-
"You gotta
is that
pick one of
familiar?
them." I said, "You got to pick one of them." So then he ran it for 2 years, and then his job placement made him go to North Carolina. I just went and seen him. He has a daughter now. She had her first birthday. He misses the races. So I don't know if he's going to, he runs a wingless sprint car like your husband does. And he loved it. And he was just starting to get to where he's getting comfortable. And I said, "See, I wish I would have had you in a quarter midget when you were little," but he never told me he wanted to do that. He was into the baseball and all that. But yeah, this is the future of the sport. What you guys are doing here is the future. The kids start there and they progressively move up. Kyle Larson, that's where he started. He started an outlaw go-kart. Look at him now. He's the man. Whatever he sits and he wins. So, hey, you never know. It can happen. And people like you going out of your way, taking care of the kids, we appreciate what you're doing for the kids. Right, Fred?
Yeah.
I mean, this guy here loves watching the kids, loves watching them, the interviews, loves watching them race. And, it's a shame that we couldn't get it to where you race on a Saturday night before the races started at New Egypt. Then I wanted to have it to where if whoever the winners were, they come out at intermission. And I interview all the winners from.
That'd have been awesome.
That's
That
what I wanted to do.
Yeah.
So maybe next year if the track runs.
I was
maybe
just
we
going to
could
say
set
next
something up.
year. Let's see what happens
We
next
could
year.
set something up and do that. That would be cool.
Yeah.
So, well,
For
we
sure.
appreciate you being on and keep doing
Thanks
what
for
you're
having
doing.
us.
Nah, no problem. Anytime. Just send me the information and we'll make sure that it gets out there. And if you got something big coming up and you want to come on and advertise it and get it out there, we'll take care of that too.
I appreciate it, guys.
Sounds great.
All right,
Thank
Sean,
you.
be good.
You got it. Have a good night, guys.
All right,
Same.
you too. Happy anniversary, bud.
Thank you.
All right, brother.
See.
That is the future of our sport, guys. And if you get a chance to go out there to ride and drive, it doesn't cost you nothing. You just go out there and they let you drive a race car. And who wouldn't want to do that? Fred, Grandpa?
What's that?
You
Oh,
think-
my grandson does one. Too.
All right, we'll bring her up.
He'll end up doing that thing on the TV, whatever. Whatever Nick Marco does that.
Ray-
iRacing, I guess it is.
Raymond said it's only $40 for that ride along, and it's the 14th at New Egypt, and it's a blast. The kid's either going to come out and go, that's not for me, Mom or Dad, or he's going to come out smiling, and you're going to wind up buying a quarter midget.
Well,
So-
so me, no, because I know my wife will not let my grandson drive, and I know my daughter would be right there with her.
What do you think, girl? That's the future of the sport, right?
Yes, it is. And
And
it's-
Wall
it's
Stadium has
interesting.
a quarter midget track too, right?
Yes, they race on Friday nights. It's a paved track, and I'm sure there's some drivers that compete at the South Jersey Quarter Midget Racing Club. They could come over and compete at Wall Stadium as well. I'm not sure of all the details about switching a quarter midget over from dirt to asphalt. I'm sure it's not too involved, but that's something to think about as well. And it's kind of neat. Jess Allen was on there from the Quarter Midget Club, and you mentioned her husband Chris Allen Jr. Great racer in sprint cars, and again, I remember him racing at New Egypt in a sportsman car,
Mm-hmm.
and he had a great run, an outstanding run at the Trenton Indoor Race. Finished, I
Okay.
believe, 6th. Started at the back of the field, worked his way actually through the alphabet mains to qualify into the A main on Saturday night, and he was driving the black number 2 micro sprint. Had a great run, and really was getting around well. And he had I believe, a 6th place finish. So shout out to Chris Allen. He'll be at the wheel of his sprint car again this year. And a great racing family. His dad, Chris Allen Sr., raced at Bridgeport, East Windsor, Wall Stadium. His uncle Lee, also a very fine race driver, competing on dirt and pavement. And matter of fact, Chris Sr. and his brother Lee, they both raced at New Egypt Speedway back in its pavement days. So they've been around a long time. And Lee is actually a neighbor of mine right here in Helmetta, New Jersey. So it was right down the road. So a great racing family. It's nice to see that tradition continuing. So good to have them here.
Yeah, speaking of Trent, we weren't on last week, so So we didn't really talk any results on Wide Open Wednesday. We did a little bit on Thursday last week, but how was the Trenton Indoor? Because I didn't get to make it either. You know,
It was excellent. Zach Beeler swept both Friday and Saturday nights. Zach won the Friday night feature last year, and his dad, they call him the Icon, Pat Beeler, one of the great names in microsprint racing. He won the Saturday night A-Main 2025. And this past weekend, or 2 weekends ago now, at Trenton, Zach Beeler won both Friday and Saturday night. We mentioned very fine run by Chris Allen Jr. in the Saturday night A-Main. In that Saturday featured young James Roselli, just 17 years old. He ran a very, very strong race, challenged for the win right to the finish, finished second. And Kyle Spence, they call him on the fence Spence, a hard charger. Kyle Spence, he finished in third place. And on Saturday night, make that Friday night, Steven Snyder Jr., another hard charger in micro sprints and full-size sprint cars. He finished in second place to Zach Beeler. Now on Thursday night, leading into the program for the micro sprints, we brought the slingshots back, the slingshots that race at the Kutztown, Pennsylvania Action Track. They competed on Thursday night, and Cody Blue won that feature event. And speaking of the future of the sport, what was really neat on that Thursday night, we debuted the junior sprints, which are basically the same concept as quarter midgets. They're micro sprints, but scaled down version, more of a restricted motor. They're smaller in size than a micro sprint, but somewhat bigger than a quarter midget. And it's the same concept where kids actually race these cars. And on that Thursday night, the Trenton Indoor race, we had a young man come in from Kentucky with his parents, Stetson Stroop. That's his first name, Stetson.
Yeah, I remember you saying that last week. I'm like, huh?
15 years old. He came in with his parents from Kentucky to race.
That's the most Kentucky name I've ever heard.
Yeah.
And it's a great racing name. What a great kid.
Obviously
an excellent racer. And he's won a lot. His sister races as well. And to win the feature on Thursday night, finishing second, was Aiden Buckwalter, Timmy Buckwalter's son. And, you know, Timmy, great racing driver in modifieds and open cockpit cars. So he finished second. So it was quite a weekend at Trenton. Very successful. It's too bad you guys couldn't make it. I know you had good reasons for not being there. But
Yeah, it was a tough weekend for me.
Yeah, I was driving in the rain all weekend. It was fine while I was at Zach's, but on the way up and then way back, it was raining. And the people in the Carolinas need to find out what street lights are because, man, it's dark driving through there.
Yes.
Really dark.
That's why they ran moonshine down there.
I hear you. I hear you. Earl, I thought you had to leave at 6:30.
I am leaving right now. I'm glad you're calling back on. I'm getting ready to
pull himself away.
You can't pull
I'm gonna
yourself
shut
away.
down the
It's
laptop
so
and
entertaining.
go to our
All right,
meeting.
Earl, give your plug for the Flying Pig. Tell Fred you're.
Yeah, we'll see you next week for a flying. Craig's on
Sounds
there too.
good.
Craig, we're
Okay.
talking Flying Pig.
All right, Earl. I will talk to you in the morning.
Gentlemen, all the best. Take care now.
All right, Earl. Be good. That's Earl Kraus, ladies and gentlemen. Our own legend. They were trying to scoop him up at Lowdown Entertainment, but that didn't work. So no, that's not happening, fellas. Now we have to do this. I'll just let Fred hang out with him. This guy.
It kind of writes itself.
Look,
doesn't it, Joe?
Can't you tell? Can't you tell he's in a prison cell? Look, there's no background. There's nothing.
Just
It's
nothing.
black, like he's in North Carolina on the back road.
Yeah, on the back road. So
Speaking of North Carolina,
well, it's about freaking time you got StreamYard, pal.
well, StreamYard has been really good to us, our first maiden voyage there, and we had a lot of fun with it. And we were able to get 6 panelists up there, including myself and Bear, and we had a great time. And Earl was just speaking about the Trenton Indoor race, and we had Zach Beeler on and Tim and Tyler Henry. It was a huge family affair, and Jared Lilly, the owner of the car that Zach won in at Trenton. So we had a great time. It was a row show for Tara Rochelle, and she pretty much handled the interviews and everything, and she did a fantastic job. We're very proud of her.
Yeah, she done a real good job. I watched her a couple times, and she very well spoken, knows her deal,
Yes.
knows what's going on. And nothing against the guys, but every once in a while you got to have somebody good looking on,
It
to break
helps.
up the monotony. You know what I mean?
Yes, it helps.
That's why I have Fred.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? He's not only good looking, but he can work on cars. And we all know that last week Fred lost his dog.
Yes. Very
Now
sorry, buddy.
he's getting a new one. Fred's getting a new dog, so
I can't be without a dog.
we're going to have a mascot, and Nancy's going to think of a name for it. Fred's wife, Nancy. So we're liable to have a dog with us next time, and yeah, it's going to be pretty cool. So I'm pretty happy for Fred. I know he was down in the dumps a little bit.
Yeah, it was
If you never had a dog, and the people say it's only a dog, you can kiss
No.
my ass.
No, it's not only a
It's not
dog,
only a
man.
dog. It's a family member.
They
So
are definitely family members.
That's why I miss Trenton, because I spent those 3 days trying to keep her going, and then Saturday it was just like, okay, it's time.
God
And
bless
she
you,
was
brother.
14, and she was a sweetie.
Yeah.
But yeah, I couldn't be without a dog, and
that's awesome.
so yeah, my buddy has a rescue, Last Chance Ranch rescue place up in Quakertown.
Even better.
And, yeah, so I'm for now on. It's anything I get is because the one that I just lost was a rescue too, from a
Yes.
dog fighting ring. Over
Oh,
in Trenton.
wow.
Yeah, so she had a rough start.
Wow.
And
Yeah, but you gave her the best life she could possibly have. So
Yeah,
God bless you
yeah,
and your
she's-
family for that.
yeah, she was a good girl. But yeah, now I'm adopting a 4-month-old golden retriever, and
Awesome.
she looks like a sweetie. I love goldens, so she's gonna be lovely.
Absolutely
Yeah, that's
awesome.
going to be cool.
Fantastic.
Now, Joe, can you see our background?
I do
Can you
see your background. You got some checkered flags, you got some
Yeah,
fire.
that's what I was talking to you about. That's what I was
Yeah.
talking to you about. So, yeah, you look like Tony Montana sitting there with the black chair, just back and
Just,
forth.
yeah,
just-
it's just what I do. You know?
I hear you, brother. I hear you. But yeah, I mean, StreamYard. Once you get the hang of it, Joe, it's really easy. It's simple. There's a lot of things you can do with it, but you gotta be able to spend at least a half an hour a day just working through the stuff that you can do, and you'll figure it out. I
Right.
mean, it's no different than the sign business. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah, if I could do that, anybody could. So it shouldn't be too bad. Yeah, we have a pretty good lineup tomorrow. We're actually going to have a tale of two shows tomorrow. We're actually going to do the first part of the show starting at 6:00 from 6 to 7. Bear and I are going to interview Colton Gauss from Baps Motor Speedway through StreamYard. And then we're gonna hop off of that and then hop back onto Facebook Live to interview the France boys that are coming in studio. I'm not going to be in studio, but I'm going to be a call in, so I'll just be chiming in here and there. So Bear's going to pretty much handle the interviews there with the guys there. So kind of like two different shows in one night. So it'll be fun.
Did you notice that Fred didn't invite me to the Flying Pig? We're all going to get together and go to lunch. Didn't even mention that. He said, "Oh, Craig's going and Earl's going."
Oh yeah,
Joe,
yeah.
You want to go? He'll invite you too.
You're never invited. The reason you're not invited is, and I'm glad you brought this up. This is a nice segue here, because you have not been truthful about your little trip to North Carolina.
Oh, here we go. Here we go.
Okay.
Oh, something I don't know. All right.
Shut up, Fred.
Breaking news right here. So
All right.
did go see Zach for a brief amount of time.
Okay.
He was there. He toured Bubba Wallace's race shop, and he formed the Bubba Wallace fan club, and he is now the president. Has he mentioned that to anybody?
No, he has not.
Exactly, because he has not. Number one, he hasn't been truthful to any of us, and he has not been loyal to us. So it's all BS coming out of his head here, and out of his street blowers are always moving, spewing rhetoric.
You're just jealous, that I can get close to him and talk to him on a one-on-one basis. Okay,
and you know
He's
what?
a good guy.
He is. And when I called you out today on the phone, and I said, "Can you please give us a slideshow tonight of your trip to North Carolina at Bubba's shop?" I'm like, "Oh yeah, I'll do that. I haven't seen a single slide yet."
Well, I got a whole case of Nikes at home that he gave
You
me.
should with
when I was
the flying guy, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. So, and he told me I would get to meet Michael Jordan. So, the pictures will come, Joe. Don't hate. Don't hate.
Yeah, well, I'm going to be hating when you're going to be on Michael Jordan's boat trying to catch marlins with him down there in Maryland at the end of the season.
I mean,
Did you ever see his boat?
I have seen photos of it. It is no joke.
They keep it in the marina down where I take a boat out of Wanchese, and when I go down the Outer Banks,
Yeah.
Oh my God, what a boat it is.
It-
Look,
White
look at your
Best-
buddy Don Allen said. Look what Don said. You're going to get hung up on, Joe.
It's fine. It's it's fine. See, even Bear to Bubba. Bear knows. I told Bear about it.
Where's Bear at? Can Bear come
He's
on
just-
here?
He's,
Where is he?
he's lurking in the background.
Okay, he's
He's
probably
lurking in
holding
the
the
background.
baby or something.
He's-
Bear
he's-
he's a pop
just-
pop now.
He's just as disappointed as I am that we didn't see the slideshow tonight.
You know,
Now that I know about it, so am I.
shut up,
Yeah,
Joe.
Fred. Seriously,
Fred.
you know,
I'll
not
produce
cool.
a picture tomorrow. Okay.
I
of
had
me
some
and Bubba.
inside information. I called about on it this afternoon, and like, why didn't you tell anybody? He's like, well, just he just really played it off. It wasn't cool. None of it was cool.
I'm sorry. I
He saw
apologize.
Zach for like
you know,
he saw Zach for like 3 hours one day down there and spent the rest of the weekend at Bubba's race shop.
I didn't
so-
know anybody was paying attention. To be honest with you, I didn't know they had hidden cameras down there, but I guess they did.
You got to
So
watch
it
yourself.
is what
buddy.
it is. Thanks, Fred. Thanks for just chiming in. Now, back to where were we? We were talking about Trenton.
Yes.
Yes. Yeah, I think we should have been there, but of course we had other things that we were told no.
Yeah, you especially had other things going on. Yeah, it's
Shut your pie hole.
Trenton is a great venue. It really is. There's my partner in crime, Mr. Bear.
Bear,
What's up, guys?
Hey.
Bear. My throat is bleeding out here.
Oh God.
They're cutting me, Bear. They're cutting me bad.
Yeah, but it's all factual.
See,
Yeah, this like Nick Marco said. Will Bubba be on the show next week?
23-11.
A picture of Bubba. Thanks,
Well-
Nick. I thought we were friends. Jeez, oh man.
You're running out
Yeah.
quickly.
Just get right on and ride it.
just
Where's
ride
your
the wave.
NASCAR shirt? I thought you were gonna have a NASCAR shirt. on.
Yeah, that's a fail too.
Uh,
He has failed every portion of the mission tonight so far. This is unbelievable.
all right, I'm turning in my pink slip. 2 weeks notice
Nothing
today.
but nothing but broken promises from this young man.
I'm sorry. Now
It's
you
okay.
sound like my wife.
Well, her and I've talked a lot about you over the past couple of days, so that's probably why
Sad, very sad,
it is.
very
But
sad.
I will mentioning your wife. I will say this: you and I had a conversation on the phone the other day. It was one
Oh,
day
here we
last
go.
week, and I said something, and you must have me on speakerphone, and I cracked her up, and that just
Oh, yeah,
made my
she was
day.
rolling.
That I made her laugh.
She was rolling. She goes, "Is that Joe?" I said, "Yeah, that's Joe." Do you remember what you said, Joe?
I do.
You might as well tell everybody.
Well, when you picked up the phone and I said, "Oh my God, I'm talking to the president of the Bubba Wallace fan club,"
and my
and
and
she
Nancy
heard that.
sitting on the couch, she goes, "What did he just say?" I said, "You don't want to know."
Can you get us tickets for Pocono?
That'd be great. We got an
What do you want,
insider
Pete?
now.
You want VIP tickets?
Well,
If you
yeah.
can,
I'll
you're
see what I
you're
can do. Yeah,
How
if that kid wins 4 in a row, what are we going to do? Why is everybody up in arms now? They think they're cheating. Do you guys think they're cheating?
Who gives a crap?
It's
The kid's had a rough road, man. The kid's been through it. I think he deserves at least 3 in a row.
it's
he's
an
a nice
unprecedented
kid.
thing. God bless him for it happening
Right,
to him.
exactly,
I mean, it's an
exactly.
unprecedented thing. It's when it comes to racing, who isn't cheating? I said it out loud. So
If you ain't cheating,
and,
you ain't trying. If you ain't
it's
cheating, you ain't trying.
it's not really
Fred?
cheating. It's just bending the rules.
Well, if you listen to Dale Jr.'s podcast, the guys from 20 years ago that have won all these races and were on streaks, now they tell you how they did it. Of course,
Exactly.
they're cheating. They're just not getting
Exactly.
caught.
If you go in certain garages in dirt racing, you'll hear that same story. How
Yeah.
guys
Nah.
were cheating way back when.
yeah,
I'll
it's
leave it.
just-
I'll leave it alone.
Yeah,
But
it's just
you
the
know,
deal.
our sport, whether we want to believe it or not, is dying, and we got to do something to bring it back. I mean,
We
you
do.
know, we all talk about it. We got to do something to get the people in the stands to do what we're doing. Everybody seems to think the article that came out about New Egypt and Area Auto is a positive thing. I hope it is. I hope next year that they get it together and we get to go back there and enjoy some racing. And But yeah, we got to put people in the stands. We got to do what we got to do. You know what we're doing, and we're having fun. Everybody should
Trying.
have fun like we're having. You
We're
know what I
trying.
mean? It's a shame that they're not.
Mhm.
But there's always that one Karen in the crowd that wants to take the kid's baseball and run off with it. But
Yeah,
you got to, for every Karen, there's 20 other people, and
that's right.
you know it is what it is.
You
Yeah,
guys see that post that just came out from Lincoln Speedway about those kids that got caught after the races doing burnouts up and down in the development there?
Nah,
You know,
No.
these kids
I
are
didn't see
ruining
that.
everything. They're
Wow.
ruining everything.
If you're not a fan, don't come to the track. Just
Exactly.
stay home. You know what I mean? And I think I'll say this: you need to go watch Mark Martin's podcast.
Mark is right on.
He puts
Doing
it
a lot
right
of
in
stuff.
perspective, does it in a politically correct way, which I didn't, but he does. But you watch that, and he says exactly the same stuff I said, but in a better light. I would love to have him. I emailed Kenny Wallace. I emailed Mark Martin. I would love to have one of them on my show,
Yeah.
our show. I would love to have him on here because
Yeah.
Mark Martin is dead on. Go on YouTube, punch in Mark Martin, you'll see. So
Well, these
Well-
guys been around for a while. They seen what comes and see
Yeah.
what goes, and they know what it's
they
all
see
about.
what's real in it.
Yeah,
And Mark Martin said it flat out. They're not real fans. They're not real fans. They're just they fly by nights. He said we need to get the real fans back in the stands. So
agree 100%.
all right. Well, I got somebody waiting in the wings. I'm gonna let you guys go. Joe, if you need any help tomorrow, or Bear, you need anything, you just call me.
Thank
And
you.
I
I'll-
appreciate
I'll
you.
help you set that up. Bear, I sent Joe some literature on how to set the mixer up and all the other stuff. You'll figure it out as soon as you read it. Or I'll send it to you in a message. That way you have it too.
All right. Sounds good.
All right, brothers.
Nice
Fred,
talking to you,
great
Fred.
seeing you, my man.
All right,
Nicky,
see
good
you.
Joe,
seeing you.
we'll
Love
put
you
some
guys,
money
man.
on your card there in the prison. We'll put some money.
We'll do so.
All right, brother. Be good. Love
All
you
right.
guys.
Love you guys.
Bye,
Take care.
man.
Have a
All
great
right,
night.
see you. Yup. All right, now we got to do this. We're going to take a break real quick here, get the rest of our ads in, and then we're going to come right back with You Know Who from Maple Grove.
Where did Billy go?
I don't know. Billy disappeared.
Who is all the rage? Sage Chiropractic. That's right. Sage is all the rage in chiropractic care. Dr. Carey and Dr. Mike will take care of you and all your back needs, and they specialize in other things too. Give them a call, 215-497-0700. They have all the equipment, all the stuff you need to get yourself in shape. They're the people that give Fred his adjustment so he can drive his race car on Saturdays at New Egypt Speedway. They are an official sponsor of Wide Open Wednesday, so go see them. If you have any problems with your back or any other problems you think you're having that are related to your back, you got to go see Sage because they're all the rage in chiropractic care. So see Sage Chiropractic. Their phone number is 215-497-0700. Go see Dr. Carey and go see Dr. Mike. Up next, we have Fletcher's Garage. That's right, the main sponsor of Wide Open Wednesday, and they are located at 480 Hood Boulevard in Fairless Hills. Their phone number is 215-295-4931, and their motto is, if they can't fix it, it's broke. It's home of America's mechanic, Fred Fletcher, and he also does Need for Speed on WBCB on Thursday mornings. So keep an eye out for Mr. Fletcher, America's mechanic. Also, we have Reliable Consulting, Sales, Training, and Marketing, brought to you by Chris Bennett. His phone number is 215-206-9053. We thank all our sponsors for participating on Wide Open Wednesday. Race teams, listen up. If you want your media dialed in this season, you need to call Amanda's Content Creations at 856-418-4709. Amanda handles everything. Weekly updates, sponsorship proposals, race day posts, highlight videos, schedules, everything you need to put your race team right where it needs to be. Whatever you need to keep your team looking sharp, connected with your fans and everybody else. Amanda has you covered. She works with the drivers all over and delivers top quality content every time. So if your race team needs media done right, get in touch with Amanda's Content Creations. That's right, Amanda Tinnis. The number's 856-418-4709. Let's talk about one of our proud sponsors, and that's Five Peaks Media, brought to you by Craig McGill, 668 Woodburn Road, Langhorne, Pennsylvania, Suite 201, the same suite that Wide Open Wednesday is in, and their phone number 609-577-7996. Craig McGill, we call him Magic because he creates the magic behind the Wednesday. Whatever you need, whether it's for social media, your business, anything you need. He's been with CBS, the NFL, he's done it all. He's a master at his trade, and he can definitely get the job done if you need anything done in social media. Why is having a director important? Greg will tell you why, because he does his best work behind the lens. Do you want your message out there to the world? You got to go with Five Peaks Media. That's right. Get a hold of Craig McGill. Come on over and see us. This is why we do what we do, because we have magic.
All right. Now we are back, and we're going to have a new segment starting today with our buddy here. Let me put this up here for our boy here. But we're going to change that. Hold on one second there, Willie. We're going to change that. We're going to make that do that. We're going to save that. Then we're going to do this. But our new segment for this guy is going to be this. And it's going to be This Week in Motorsports with Maple Grove Billy. So we'll bring Billy up here. We'll take this off. And we'll bring the voice of Maple Grove, Billy Kleinsman. Billy, what's going on, man? How are you?
Hi guys, how are you? I must say, my alien friends are back. As you can see,
I see that
right behind me. So, whether or not I'm going to be teleported to another unknown facility before the end of this segment is to be unknown. And you might be able to see me. If I do get teleported, you might see me on the next episode of Unsolved Mysteries.
All right, tell us what's going on.
Basically, we're taking some time off at the Grove. Next Saturday is our annual spring flea market. That's always a really big event to kick off the season at Maple Grove Raceway. So if you want to sell anything, selling or swamping, that's going to be next Saturday at Maple Grove Raceway. A couple weeks ago, we had another great no prep race on the backside of the racetrack. Luckily, we were able to get that race in before the monster snowstorm came and buried most of the victim, everyone here in the Northeast. As most of you know, we got hit by a big snowstorm in the Northeast a couple weeks ago that buried a good portion of the East Coast with blizzard-like conditions, but we were able to get the race in on Saturday before the snowstorm came. And if those events tell us what this year is going to be like at Maple Grove Raceway, 2026 is going to be a banner year for Maple Grove Raceway.
Now, Billy, tell me about this segment you want to start, whether it be next week or whatever you want to do. What are we going to talk about with this segment that you want to do?
Basically, what I'm going to do is, as we all know, I'm not a news reporter, and we all know that I can't read a teleprompter. So maybe doing this is something that I can get some word out. As everyone knows, I love racing history, not just drag racing, but all forms of racing. Basically, what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a look back at some key historical moments from each week, and I also give a couple birthday shout outs. I actually have some right here if I'm allowed to do that.
Yep.
For last week on February the 23rd in 92, the NHRA final rounds in Phoenix were held for the first time live on TNN. Those that remember TNN, the Nashville Network, that was a real popular show back in the day that hosted a lot of good racing telecasts. On February the 22nd in 04, Matt Kenseth picked up the final NASCAR Cup win at Rockingham. That was a real exciting close finish. And then February the 26th, Steve Park. Everyone knows Steve Park's name in the Northeast. He was a great modified racer. He scored an emotional win at Rockingham back in 01, a week after we lost Dale Sr. at Daytona. February the 22nd in 59, Lee Petty won the inaugural Daytona 500. Also on the February 26th, Mario Andretti won the 67 Daytona 500. And then this week, we had on March 8th, Big Daddy Don Garlits. That's the big name in drag racing, suffered a transmission explosion, which led to the creation. Hold on.
Quit smoking pot, Billy.
Needs a bourbon.
Yeah, you need to come over here and drink with us.
Yeah, hold on one second.
Must have wanted to get some NyQuil or something. Oh.
Cough drop.
Hey.
I've had that happen before. I lost my voice before one of the banquets in Atlantic City. Couldn't talk. Couldn't do nothing.
How'd you survive that day? It was tough.
No, I drank.
Okay.
Yeah,
there you
he
go.
told me drink some whiskey. I drank like 3 shots of whiskey and my voice came back.
All right, here we go. I apologize.
What the hell, Bill? You scared the shit out of us.
Well, I must say, if we ever do an episode of bloopers on Wide Open Wednesday, I'll be the first one on that show.
Yep, I'm making a clip of that, Bill.
So I must say, now that we know that I can never make it as a newscaster and I can't read a teleprompter, we all know that I'm going to be on some blooper reel in the near future.
Oh yeah, I'm sending that to Kyle tonight.
So we'll do since I don't have it, I'll do a take 2 as they do in Hollywood.
Okay.
So on March 8, Big Daddy Don Carlet suffered a transmission explosion, which led to the creation of the rear engine top fuel dragster. And then on March 7th in 1993, the late, great Davey Allison picked up his final career win at Richmond, which was also his final NASCAR win. As you know, we lost him way too soon. Also, I would like to do a couple birthday shout-outs if I can.
Yup.
Dave Marcus, the always young Dave Marcus. On March the 1st, he celebrated a birthday. Janet Guthrie, the first woman to ever qualify for Daytona 500 and the Indy 500. Her birthday is on March the 7th. Antron Brown, the first African-American to win a major motorsports championship. He did that in Top Fuel in 2012. He celebrated a birthday on March 1st. The late, great Jimmy Clark celebrates a birthday today. And also Eddie Hill, the first drag racer to go over 4 seconds in Top Fuel. His birthday is on March the 6th. And ladies and gentlemen, I'm happy to say that the first edition of This Week in Motorsports is officially in the books.
All right, I'm waiting for This Week in Motorsports. There's a trivia that I know you're going to get to, but I'm not going to let it out of the bag, and it has to do with my boss. Let's see if you can figure that one out, Bill. My boss accomplished something. You know what it is, right?
Yes, it is. Yes, I do.
Hold on to that one because we can use that one later.
Yep.
All right, Bill. We will talk at you next week, and we'll do this segment again. I like all that stuff, Bill.
And thank you so much, guys. And I promise next week, in order to avoid another blooper, I will be bringing whiskey on. So
All right.
make
All
sure
right,
you.
Bill.
Hey,
Drink together.
Hey, Crown Royal did sponsor the IROC series, the famed IROC series back in the day
There you
before
go.
that series went out of business. So shout out to all the great IROC racers that are listening to this great podcast that they happen to be watching.
All right, Bill. Have a good weekend, and we'll talk to you later.
Yep. See you guys next week. Thank you.
All right, brother. Talk to you soon.
Yep, bye.
Now, Nick Marco said Mario Andretti, 86th birthday.
Yeah, I saw that on Facebook.
Wow, that's cool.
Yeah, that's happy birthday.
All right,
Mario.
guys. This good show tonight. Had a lot of good guests on here. Good thing the quarter midget people came on. I enjoyed that. And of course, as always, the Lowdown Entertainment boys. And Bear made you and I a present. He's sending it to me in the mail. I know what it is, but I'm not going to tell you yet.
Okay.
But he made us a present. So we're going to end the stream now. We appreciate all our sponsors, everybody that's involved with us. We couldn't do this without you. It's good to be back on the air. And we may, in a couple weeks, pertaining to Mr. Fletcher here, we may have a big announcement. So we'll keep it under our hats right now. But it's not a big announcement about New Egypt. It's not a big announcement about – it's an announcement for Mr. Fletcher, and it may be something real big happening right here on Wide Open Wednesday. We'll talk to you next time, guys. Don't forget, tomorrow, 9 to 9:30, it is America's Mechanic, Fred Fletcher, and 9:30 to 10, it is Need for Speed with Fred Fletcher again, and of course, Earl the Pearl will call in. I'll call in.
Nick Marco will call in.
Nick Marco will call in and give us the NASCAR updates.
We don't have to talk to him. I don't like road racing. So
Yeah, we don't have to talk too much about the road racing, but that kid,
we
3
won't
in a row.
rant, though. We won't rant.
3 in a row. 3 in a row. For that kid.
I
That's-
do want to talk about Tyler Reddick. So
Yeah, so
listen in tomorrow. Yeah, I have a little Tyler Reddick connection there going. So
do you?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know
So-
that.
breaking news for tomorrow.
Breaking news for tomorrow. Tune in on the radio. I know I will. All right, guys. Thanks for everything. Thanks for tuning in. God bless you guys, and we'll talk to you soon.